it's Charlotte again, and welcome to my next speed build. So today we are doing something, it's quite quirky, kind of different, it's quite fun as well. We are doing, if you didn't already know from the title of the video, a grandma's cottage. So the idea behind this, it is quite cute. It's like a little thatched roof cottage, and it's for a grandma, of course, from the title. And it's very pink, very frilly. It's kind of shabby chic, if you know what that is. I think it's shabby chic. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is shabby chic, and it's quite cute when you see it. But you'll see at the end, unless you already skipped to the end to look at the screenshots. In which case, then you already know what I'm talking about. So yeah, this is the kind of place that I think my grandma, well, I don't call her grandma, I call her nan, but one of my nans, this is the kind of house I think she would like to live in. Just nothing like this exists near where we are, but yeah, this is very her style. So you'll see when it's done. Two bedrooms in this cottage. So one is for the grandma and the other is for her grandkids. She's got two grandchildren. Well, at least the grandma that I made. I made the cottage first and then made like a grandma to go in the cottage. And then made like a grandkids, and so the idea is they can come and visit and they can stay over. They've got their own bedroom, and yeah, you'll see. So today I have done an exam. I did my exam this morning, but I'll talk about that in a minute. You'll see what I mean about my exam that didn't go too great, but more on that later on in the video. So I am recording this. Yeah, this only took me, this build, 45 minutes, which was quite surprising because like I normally take quite a long time to build houses, but I think since I've been doing YouTube, I've got faster. I know this is only my third YouTube video, but I've like pre-recorded about 12 houses. So yeah, so this wasn't like the third one that I built. I built others first and then built this one after, but then thought, oh well, I'll post this one next because I just randomly pick one to post. I just thought this one was kind of fun, kind of different, and yeah, I'm also building one that's sort of inspired by this a little bit at the moment, and of course I don't want them to be right next to each other. I don't want to do the same thing in a row. So I'm recording this now while I have some free time. I know I've done loads of builds, but I haven't done the voice recording, so I need to do that. But I'll do the voice recording for this, and then I will post it, and then I will do the voice recording for my next build, which I do not yet know what that is going to be. But I would just like to say a very, very big thank you to everyone who watched my first two builds, because it means a lot, because obviously I'm a new YouTuber, and they probably weren't amazing compared to all the other big YouTubers who do it. But thank you for watching, for taking time out of your day. I hope you did enjoy it. I'll just try and get better so it's more enjoyable for you all to watch my videos. So, right, I'll talk about the exam now. First of all, I'll have to tell you what I did yesterday. So I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning, which is not that early for me, but like, because I normally start uni at, well, 9 or 10. But, right, I had Easter off, and then my lectures have finished now, so I haven't been getting up at 6 every day. I've been getting up at like 8:30, 9. So getting up at 6, I felt it when I got up. I could tell it was 6. And I hadn't got much sleep, so I was like worried about the exam. Yeah, so I got up, I was quite tired, but got up, got dressed, and then I drove to uni. And I live, it's normally 30-40 minute drive, but obviously when my exam is at 10, so I set off from here at 8:30, so as I could get in time, because I drive for like 40 minutes, and then I park up, and then I've got like a 20-minute walk, because I park in this like side street up a hill, because it's free parking. If you want to park near the uni, you have to pay like £4 or something each day, and I don't see the point in parking like a 10-minute walk from the uni and paying £4 when you can leave 10 minutes early, get 10 minutes extra, like a 10-minute extra walk, but it's free. Also, I have a Fitbit and that counts my steps, so I've got to get 10,000 steps a day. So yeah, so I drive to uni and I park up and I think, right, okay, I'll check when my exam is. And I pull out my phone and I had an email and I was like, oh, right. Now, I don't normally have my data on, but it is the 5th today and my data renews on the 3rd. So I have my data on because I'm doing my group project in case my group message me, and also because I've got loads of data left. Like normally when I get like half a meg off my limit, I just turn it off and don't turn it back on until the next month. But luckily, because it was like the start of the month, I had it on, so I saw this email, I checked it, and on my way driving in, my lecturer had emailed me to say that there'd been a mess up with the timetable. Like the room that he'd booked wouldn't fit us all in. So he said he's had to change the room, but the only time that the bigger room was available would be the next day, as in today, because this was yesterday when he sent it. So he said, I apologise, but I have had to change the time of your exam to tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. So I was fuming. I was absolutely fuming because I got up at 6 and I'd driven all the way in. And that was the only thing I had yesterday. Like, I'd only gone in for the exam. So I was like, right. So then I had to drive home again. But I was like, well, look on the bright side. At least I have an extra day to revise. At least I can go home and I can do some extra revision. So that's what I did. Came home, spent the whole day revising. That was fine. I also had a little bit of coursework to do, but, you know, I had the extra hour from not having to stay and do my exam, hour and a half, because I got there early. So I came home, I did some revision, and he said in his email, this was like a month ago, in preparation for the exam, you might want to do some past papers. So I get up all the past papers, and yesterday I did all of them. I mean, there's only 3, and each one is like half an hour, but it only took me like an hour and a half, but I did them all. And then I thought, right, okay, I'm ready now. I know what I'm doing. And each one had the same structure. It had 2 questions, and it had one on, say, topic 1 and one on topic 2, and that was fine. So then I go in again today, get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, fabulous, drive to uni again in rush hour traffic, get there, get to my exam, open it up, and first of all, there are 3 questions, and I'm thinking, okay, not a big deal. I know every other past paper had 2, but that's fine. I read what the questions are on, and none of those types of questions were on the past paper. So I was like, oh my god, I've revised all the wrong things. So not only had I gone in for my exam on the wrong day, I'd also spent an hour and a half revising things that weren't on the exam. So I'm reading the exam and I don't know anything about any of the topics on it, so yeah, that didn't go too well. But luckily, it's only 10% of my grade for the module, so even though that didn't go badly, my other class test, which is worth 10%, I got a first in, and then if I can get a first in my exam in June, then hopefully I can still come out with a first overall in the module, or like a high 2-1. Because I would do work hard at uni, and I do want to get good grades. I think that is important, so yeah, hopefully the exam today hasn't messed me up for good. So we shall see when I get my results back or do my end exam. So yeah, so the build, I've just finished the grandkids bedroom, and it's a very girly bedroom. It's very pink, very frilly, and she actually has grandchildren. There's 1 girl and 1 boy, which I thought is quite comical to do, like a very pretty pink frilly room and then have a boy come over and stay in it, because at my nan's house, the one who I think would live in this cottage, she has a room for us, and it is very pink and cream and frilly with lots of flowers, and one of my cousins is a boy. Like, he's only little, he's only 2, but still, like, when he stays at my nan's, he's staying in this white pink frilly room, and of course, like, obviously the gender stereotypes and stuff, it's not bad, but I just think that, like, maybe a 7 or 8 year old boy would be a bit funny about it. It'd be like, oh, can't stay in a pink bedroom. So I thought that was quite funny that she's just decorated the room pink, regardless of the gender of her grandchildren. But it's up to you. You might have this house for like a mum and like two daughters, or you could put in whatever you want. You can just have like one sim live here, and then you can just change the kids' bedroom to like a study or an office or a gym or whatever your sim needs. But I just thought, yeah, I just thought it was quite funny having a pink bedroom, even though my grandson's staying there. Yeah, so I don't know if I mentioned it in my first speed build that I did, but I don't know if any of you watch Hatsy. She's another Sims YouTuber. She is amazing. She is probably, I don't know if is the best Sims build. It's between her and Devon Bumpkin. Like they are the two best builders I have ever seen in The Sims. Like don't get me wrong, I love The Sim Supply as well, and I like Leander too. The Sim Supply is so funny to listen to, but I just think his actual building isn't as detailed as Hatsy and Devon's, and I think that's what makes theirs so special. And yeah, he does like modern houses, doesn't he? And I did try to build a modern house in the style of Sim Supply. It just didn't go to plan. It was quite plain, quite boring, and I just think that more detailed builds turn out better. Like I'm not knocking the Sim Supply and how he does it. Like he's an amazing builder. I just mean that when I tried to build in his style, it didn't quite go to plan. And yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna post it or not, because it's not a house that I would want to play with, because it's just not as good as the ones that James builds, but it's kind of similar. So I just don't know why I play with mine when I can play with his. But yeah. Anyway, I suppose you will see in future if I decide to post it or not. So, anyways, back to Hatsy. She did a series, Dream House, Dream Home series, where basically she got her fans to make sim families and say like, oh, they want this sort of house with this sort of budget, and then she would make them their house and put it on a YouTube channel. She's finished the series now. She finished about 6 months ago, I think. She might pick it up again. But I still fancy making some families for the series, so that's what I did. Some of them I already had in my gallery, and I just sort of gave them a bit of a detailed backstory and a budget. Some of them I made specifically for it, so they're all on my gallery page. They're also on a hashtag #HatsyHomes. So if anyone is stuck for ideas or inspiration for building houses, if you check them out, you can build a house for one of my families. There's some cool ones in there. They've all got a bit of a different kind of story. So if you go and have a look at them, yeah, it'd be really cool if someone could build a house for one of my sim families. And if you do, tag me in it and let me know, or just you can send it to me on Twitter or Instagram or something, because I'd love to see it. And if you put it on the gallery, I'll download it and I'll move my family in on my game. So yeah, if anyone's stuck for any sort of inspiration, there are a few families on my gallery page if you want to have a look. And you don't even have to build for them. You just have a look and get an idea from looking at them. That's cool too. So we're doing the garden now, the last little bit. And the garden is quite basic, I think, for this build. It's not... I didn't go into loads and loads of detail, just sort of use the same plants sort of dotted around, because with it being like a grandma, I thought she wouldn't, I was going to have her enjoy gardening. Obviously, because there's plant pots and stuff, so she can do gardening, but I thought, obviously with my grandparents, I know they like to garden, but it's sort of, they have a bad back and that, they can't stay out all day doing the garden, hits the back. But she's got a nice patio area. She can take a cup of tea outside and sit there and watch the birds in her little birdhouse. So yeah, the garden's all right, I think, but it's not the kind of Sims garden I normally do. I tried to do something a little bit different, a little bit interesting, but I don't know. I think it suits this house. I don't know if I'd have it in a different sim house, but for this one, I think it works out. So I'm just making little walls there, sort of, to block off a little seating area. Filling in some flowers. Yeah, I think we're almost at the end now. But yeah, you can see what I mean now with the shabby chic sort of style going on in the house. It's very pink, very frilly, and my Nan, the one I've mentioned about a billion times in this video, she has this sort of style in her house. And on to the screenshots. So I'm gonna wrap it up here, let the music take over. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you all in my next speed build. Bye!